Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It's midday money on a football Friday, September the 27th. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody is doing all right this morning, this afternoon, this evening, depending on where you are. Hello. Hit the like button on the YouTube channel. Follow on Twitter, the X, Mr. Sean Higgs. Let's go. All right. As always, it's a Football Friday show. We'll do our little rundown, recap yesterday, college, NFL, teaser Tuesday recaps, and then we're out of here. I got my other live show I do at 1 o'clock. I'll tweet that out as well for Winner Circle, Victor King, and Mark Lawrence, the Playbook crew, and me on a Football Friday. That's coming up in an hour. So, again, I'll tweet that out, follow on the X, and be part of it. It's a live show, so you can comment as well. Good stuff. All right, let's get the picks up here in the comments section. For those who come into the comment section, you can always rewatch the show on YouTube, on Sean Higgs YouTube. You can listen in podcast form. You have Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Music, Apple Store, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcasts, it is there. Thank you, Believe Network, to put me in podcast form. So come check it out and give it a follow. Why wouldn't you? It costs nothing to follow and hit the freaking like button. So do something worthy of your time. Let's get it going here. College football teaser Tuesday. All right, DK 10.3 teamers minus 120. We are 2-2 in teaser Tuesdays. College football minus 120. Miami minus 9. Michigan pick'em. Alabama plus 9. NFL we're 0 for 3. Minus 360. Falcons plus 8.5. Jets plus 2. Chargers plus 18.5. Again, do you want to do teasers? These are my teaser Tuesday. They're from Tuesday. Lines move, as you will see here. Major League Baseball, 172 and 185, minus 720. We had the A's minus 2 runs yesterday. They could not get there. So we are minus 720 here in the video. On the sites, we are over 2,000, 2,200, 2,500, depending on the site you go to. A nice winning baseball season. We will take it. Today's baseball, Cleveland minus 120, Mets run line plus 145, Giants run line plus 170. So Cleveland still playing for number 1 overall seed. I'll lay to 120. The Mets, I think this line's a little low, 115, considering they're still battling. Brew Crew's locked in a spot. I will take a 145 instead of saying, you know what? Short line, let's take the Brewers. Like, do I really want to go 105 with the Brewers? We'll try 145 with the Mets, see if they could to get a nice win here. Giants run line plus 170. Our guy Michael B will tell you the Giants just somehow always be around 500 at the end of the year. They're always somehow winning games, and 170, we'll take a shot here. College football, 15-4 plus 1,115 in the video. Army first half, never in doubt. Nice winner there. 15-4 is great. Listen, I'm 60% on the year on the site. Number 1, winning free picks and parlays with college football, winners and whiners as well. We're having a nice season, sure. Let's go. Hopefully it continues. One day at a time. That's how we do it. Miami over 54.5. Saturday, Nebraska minus 10. Michigan minus 9.5. Texas Tech over 58.5. Arizona plus 11. Again, these are from – the lines change. I don't wait until game day to change. I'm not coming in here 5 minutes before kickoff tweeting out like, hey, we're taking this. These lines are all static, stale, whatever you want to call them. They're from Tuesday. Or they're from Wednesday whenever we put them up. All right? I don't switch them as the day goes. We do look-ahead lines on Wednesday nights, Sunday nights, 10 days out, a week out. We lock in games early. It happens. NFL, no record posted here. I couldn't fit it. I only have 200 characters. 6-6 minus $60. You see it scrolling on the bottom. Colts money line plus 105. Tampa Bay under 43. Arizona over the 50. In fact, I know what the NFL isn't in there because I guess I just copied and pasted the top part. There's 6-6 minus 60 with our NFL. And that's basically what we are for the NFL season. You know, we're not having a winning season. Got to get out of the rut. What are we going to do here? frustrating to say the least with our NFL. Good numbers, we're just losing. That's the rundown. Everything is tweeted out in Twitterland. Go check it out. Picked up a couple follows here. My guy, Full Pocket the Gen. Someone posted, I think it was Shane Betts posted the Cowboy game, and someone was like, "Hey man, there was no like 4.5 or 5 out there," and I was like, "Hey, you've heard me say this before. The lines are posted ahead of time. You don't have to wait." And I joke and say people just kind of wait for like the Corsos and Fox anchors, ESPN, whoever, to come out with picks. You're not going to get a good line at kickoff. How many times did I tell you that? That doesn't mean that the early line or the better number is going to win all the time either. But in the long run, it's going to pay off. Like for me, I'm hoping the NFL good lines pay off. I mean, what are we doing here? I mean, I'm so frustrated at some of these 3-point swings here, and I'm getting losses. But you have to always try to find the best number. It's okay to bet early. Bet a good number early. T-Money. Oh, speaking of betting early, T-Money. First half is like stealing money. Dallas, it gets there for T-Money. First half, stealing money. Mr. Numbers says Giants easy to score 21 points. Mr. Numbers. So 1-1 with the easy plays. Just dropped in that fight with the like button. I love it. Shout out to the guy who said Cowboys first half should be illegal. Here we go, 2.5. It got there. Problem is full game, 9.5. Not a winner. Also, my Mr. Numbers special for tomorrow. Georgia Pick'em is a lock. Look at all those lock emojis. Oh, my goodness. Also throwing NC out there. Plus money should be a 2-0 day as long as UNC plays a speck of defense. NC Duke. I kind of like the over in that one. What is that total? I do have Duke plus 3.5. Is it easy to come in on that over? Like, is it just kind of a game you just roll in and say, take the over because NC is terrible? Where is this game? Scrolling. Duke. Duke is a 2.5-point favorite. I got him a plus 3.5. 56. Probably, it should probably get there. It should be okay. Look at this. Ad revenue from July. I love it. $37.68. So, see, that's why I'm talking about podcasts, folks. Get on that podcast. $37. Oh, it's March, April, May, June, and July. That's great. I don't even know. It just says July. Cumulus digital ad revenue for July 2024. Bet online ad revenue. All right. I'll take it. Listen to the podcast. Cowboys by 4.5. What a win. There you go, Rye. You and Ron both had 4.5 in the contest. That was a 4.5 on Tuesday. So, winner there if you had 4.5. Maybe some Yankee home runs yet again tonight. The bats are just smoke right now, and Judge is out of this universe with his overpaid self. Here's the thing. Mr. Money. Your team money. Mr. Numbers and his you didn't want to sign Judge. I didn't want to sign Judge for 45. The guy is 32. Soto's 25. You're not signing Soto. They're not signing him. They're not giving him more than Judge. So, yeah, that's great. That's great. Enjoy the ALDS and Judge hitting 50 homers being an MVP. He's Pujols and Josh Hamilton in a couple of years. In fact, just look at the guy who bats behind him in the lineup, Stanton, and that's where you're going to have at that age. And the guy's 32. He's played half of his games. He's 32. He's played 8 years in baseball. And only 4 of them he's had 150 games played. Timothy's same game parlay. Cubs Nerfy. Here we go. Cubs Nerfy with Talion. Cubs, loser for my win ticket. 84.5. Thank you. Ay. Freaking Cubs. What do we got here? Run line plus 170. Money line 125. Under 6.5. Wow. Cubs Murphy and the Cubs money line is a plus 152. Cubs -1, 108 ERA for Jameson, his last 4 starts. I mean, the Reds, I'm not running to bet the Reds. They've dropped 3 in a row. What is the Cubs? What are they to finish? 83 with 83 wins, right? They got 3 games left. 84, I lose by half. They sweep out. Terrible. Eric is in the house. Stroh's money line, -1 and -1.5. You think Astros are blind? Wait, they got Blanco going today? So the Stros beat the Guardians? Good luck. I don't know. I like Cleveland. I got Cleveland here in the chat. We got Cleveland in the chat. Cleveland -120. Mets run line plus 145. And your San Francisco Giants run line plus 170. Locking in with the King is in the house. Here we go. Teaser Tuesdays up in the chat. T Money says, why don't we have a later midday money on Fridays so you don't have to run like your head's on fire? No, because I got other stuff going on Friday. So, I got high school football, although my son does play tomorrow. They have a Saturday football game for high school football here. And tomorrow, I don't even know if I'm going to do a show tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe a early midday money, 7 a.m.er. I got the electricians coming at 8:30. So, Manel Markel's in the house. Michael B's in the house. There are our free picks for today in the house. Again, they're scrolling. You can watch again on YouTube and the Believe Network and podcast form, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Amazon, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Midday Money's there, and so is Look at the Lines. All right, they survived the hurricane. Power was out since 6 p.m. yesterday. Just came back on. There you go. Hey, listen, power outage, no problem. And you're in Florida. You should have a Jenny. Army team total over got there. Marco, yeah. And Army. Somebody here's at Temple. Dak is butt. I don't care what anybody says. And Jerry Jones is like, oh, Diddy to Dak. Here's the thing. I don't think Dak is garbage. This is what I said beginning of the year, Markel. This is what I said in August about Dallas. You got rookies on the offensive line. You have no running back. And you have 1.5 receivers. Like, I like Cooks. I think Cooks is good. Doesn't make a difference if the guy can't get the guys the ball. I mean, Ferguson's a decent tight end. Lamb is great. Do you have time to throw the ball? You don't, because the offensive line is bad. This was an under team in August. It's still an under team. It's a bad team. The coach is terrible. I said that when they hired him. You've gone from Garrett to worse. King D 2-0 with the Brew Crew and the Cowboys over 7.5 first quarter. 7.5 first quarter. Ballsy. Whatever day started 4-0 and they're 4-5. I want to refund Dallas 5.5. What do you think about that? You want a refund? Come on, man. What are you doing waiting to 5.5? They had a 4.5 on Tuesday. You were here in the chat when it was 4.5. Plenty of 5s. But then Markel is talking. I'm talking here. Look at it under Rutgers watch at 44.5. Yes. Wine Time, my guys in house. Follow Wine Time. He likes to pump out the content. He's a little better. Good guy, although he's a Laker fan, so you take that with a grain of salt. But I like him either way. Hurricanes jump from 7.5 to 17.5. Get the early lines. You can find lines ahead of time. Go into Fan. You could look up FanDuel's got a bunch of NFL posted. You can go to DraftKings. They have games posted down the line. You could find futures. It's okay. It's okay to bet a little ahead of time. Rutgers money line of Virginia Tech plus 19 for the Wine Times going against my Hurricanes. It is tough to get in front of the – listen, do I want to lay a 20 spot basically, right? I mean, we need 3 touchdowns here. This is a Vanderbilt team that gave up – or excuse me, Virginia Tech gave up what, 30 to Vanderbilt? Rutgers at home. You know I'm pulling for Rutgers as a Jersey guy. 145 discussed me today. Run line it. What are you talking about? The Mets are plus 145 today. The Mets are 145. Why am I gonna money line? This is a run line. Cleveland's minus 120. That's a fair fave. And I got plus 145 and plus 170. What are you talking about? It is a run line. Are you misunderstanding? Like he says, the Giants money line cards coming out of Colorado. Giants playing good baseball. I think they want to get over 500. Dodgers just won the West. Mets double result 140. Padres money line. Yeah, the Padre one. I don't know what to do with the Padre one. Are they going to just say, "Hey, we're in the playoffs. Who cares?" Arizona's still fighting. I do like Colorado against the Dodgers. Yes. And I got the Giants here in the chat. Thank you, Manila Markel, on your Dak take. Only one person I know who thinks Dak is good. I won't say any names. Listen, I think Dak is good, but I think this team is bad. Dak, I mean, I don't see how you go 16-0 at home the last 2 years with a bad quarterback. They got offensive line problems, too. They're not a good team. He's not going to be a good quarterback this year because the offensive line is bad. Somebody wine time betting on your V-Tech. Yes, Virginia Tech for wine time, Markel. Under Washington Rutgers game, says Michael B. I agree. Markel is smiling. Do not like being absolute in baseball, but it happens. Listen, I understand taking Houston. What's Houston got to play for? Get healthy. Cleveland's still playing for a 1 seed. Right? They're looking for 1 overall home field. Stop Gio's in the house. Hello, chat. Good luck today. On the weekend, you as well, Gio. What time? Wine time is drunk, Markel. We got a few local drunks in the chat. He says, Team Money is thinking Miami rolls. I could see Tech backdooring it. Yeah, well, you got to be up 28 points here to get the cover. I mean, let's be honest. It's 19. Might as well be 20. It's a big number. NFL fades up to this point. 1 and 12 ATS were favored by 6 or more points. Yes. The dogs are crazy barking. Big day in college football tomorrow. Let's go. Yeah. I just locked in another college football game for tomorrow. Michael says, Michael, let's get that under in a Washington game. Michael's agreeing. Let's go under Rutgers. JK's in the house. Better late than never. Thank you for coming in. Bet boy Tony C's in house. Sweat out the Marlins money line last night. Twins choked and used up the whole bullpen. O's money line cashes tonight. Get your pen out. Tony C. BLT on the money line. I think the Twinkies are done, right? They need to sweep to get in. Let's go to the standings. Minnesota 3-back. Now, Kansas City, are they going to get rained out today against Atlanta? They're in Atlanta. So Atlanta could very well have a doubleheader tomorrow and on Monday. Or Kansas City takes care of business and Atlanta doesn't make the playoffs. Or the Mets get swept and they don't make the playoffs. See, I think the Twins still kind of think of it as they have a shot because Kansas City is playing the Braves, who are right there. Kansas City a little worse on the road, 40 and 38 on the road. The splits are there. It tells you on the road they're not as good. And what do the Orioles got? They're where they are. I mean, do we think Detroit and Kansas City sweep and Baltimore loses all three to take away the top wild card? I don't. Like Houston's locked in. They won the West. They could lose out, and the Orioles could have a better record. Doesn't make a difference. T-Money, I love the Cleveland look. I don't know why anyone would take the Stros, to be honest. They're in. They're done. And that's a team that's had a late push. You got some guys that are, Altuve's older. Give him a break. Yordi's banged up. Tucker was injured. I mean, what are we doing here, guys? I can't even get no sleep because I go to bed at 2 a.m. I go to bed at 2 a.m. Come on. How do you think I yawn? It's all right to yawn, but you got to go to work, baby. Aggies winning tomorrow. This line is now up to a 6. It was a 4. It came down to 3. The opener was 10.5. Now back to 6. Time to change your bets, Israel. No way. Suspiciously, Aubrey misses the kick. Yes, it's a 2C. It's funny that 50-yarders now are considered chip shots. That's the crazy thing. You think 51 yards is a guarantee. I had Dallas -4, Dallas -5 as well, but I hit it again at 5.5. Was having a really good day. Got greedy. That's what happens. Don't do that. Do I think Oklahoma beats Auburn? It's a pick 'em. I'm not an Oklahoma guy. Don't love Auburn. Pull out one of my sheets. You got anything on this one? Over. It's a 46.5, not the 47.5. So that would be my take. Over on that game. Good grief. I thought you said -145. Yes, definitely 140. Come on. I'm laying on 145. Michael B says, I'm more upset about the 6-point swing on my fantasy scores while we're missing that kick than losing money. He's my kicker in 3 of 5 leagues and my 1K buy-in. Yeah, that's a big miss. That hurts. But, I mean, come on. The guy's been knocking in 60-yarders. You think he's automatic, you're going to miss one. Moneyline Kill says, ride with me on Charlie Blackmon the last 3 games before retiring. What do we got here for Charlie? Charlie. What kind of props are there for Charlie Blackmon? One book doesn't even have a lineup on the game. They don't even know what the Dodgers are doing here, pitcher-wise. Nothing. I mean, I guess you could get a rando plus 180. This is so. Let's we're talking about the Dodgers. T Money's getting on me like, oh, the overrated Dodgers. They won the division, and he's like, no. And then I'm like, well, everybody thought they're going to win the division. He said, no, nobody thought they'd win the division. I had to send him an article that they were the odds-on favorite to win over 100 games. The highest win total on the board were the Dodgers this year, and the fact that teams thought, or the experts thought, they could beat the 111 wins as a franchise record and even challenge the major league record of 117 wins with this team. So the fact that they won't win 100 games, to me, says they were kind of a overrated team. They lost last year. They got swept by the Diamondbacks in the playoffs. They lost to... Who did they lose to the season before that in the playoffs? The Padres. Padres took 3 out of 4 from them. I'm not running bad. I don't care about Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. The pitching staff is not good. I can't get any props on this game right now. I took an under 52.5 A&M Arkansas game. I've seen these offenses. I don't know how they hit 40. Again, I like the points there with Arkansas. I know it's jumping around. Total. I got no real thought on a total. I mean, the thing with A&M, like we've talked about before, is the quarterback play. So I could. You want to go under? I'll go under. Western Kentucky Boys College game is down to 51.5 right now. I see people buying on Western Kentucky. I'm with you on that under, though, King D. Miami, Florida, 17.5 right now tonight. Stay on it. I like them, Mike. I think they win. I think they're for real. And that's because I got a banner on my door here. This is old Miami. Schellenberger, Simon Helmet. This isn't new. I don't like the coach. But what have we seen out of Virginia Tech? You lost to Rutgers. You lost to Vanderbilt. You put both of those teams together, they're not Miami. I mean, Miami should I had South Florida last week. I'm like, 15, 14. We're in this game. We'll be close. Maybe I could swing a back door. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's tough getting in front of a team that's in a groove. I'd lay it. Well, Raquel says 50-yard field goals half the field. That ain't no 30-yarder. Exactly. You're spoiled by a guy hitting 60-yarders. No. Do not see them winning. An upset. No. If the Canes were getting upset, it would have been week 1 Florida, and then Cristobal would have been fired by now. Right? Because they would have lost to South Florida. They'd lose this game. Louisville up next. The wheels would have totally fallen off. No, man. I think they're good to go here. They're not going to trip up. I think they're good. Yeah, they're in the teaser. They're in the teaser -9. Smash the like button. Everyone's free. Help sake. Yes, I don't understand why I can't hit the like button. I mean, I jump on all the channels, right? So I subscribe to channels. I'm a premium member on a bunch of channels, guys I know, right? Why not support them? You go there, stay 30 seconds, hit the like button. Helps them. What are we doing here? Can't hit the like button? It says 15 watching, 13 likes. So that's pretty good. But then again, because I got the Twitter world doesn't jump onto the channel to hit it. I watch the Aggies every game, and they do score, and so does Arkansas. I just don't like the quarterback. You know that, Rye. You know I don't like the quarterback. I don't understand why Dallas didn't run the clock down and take a timeout and then send out the field goal team. Aubrey looked like a little rush to get the kickoff. Because they got a crap head coach. That's the head coach being terrible. That's what they do. Better late than never, Mr. Hill's in the house. Mike F., how crazy is it that they play a long 162-game season? Mets Braves may have to play a doubleheader on Monday. Again, they could have played this. They could have played a doubleheader on Tuesday. They chose not to. They could have played early on Wednesday. League says, don't worry about it. No. The Braves might play a doubleheader tomorrow against Royals. I mean, right? Is it still raining there? I was told this was a catastrophic event coming through town. Is it still raining? Is it raining in Atlanta today? I don't even know. I thought I heard earlier they might be postponed today. Somebody says, I didn't say no one thought the Dodgers would win or would have win the division. I was big on them before the season. You know we argued about it, but they still aren't even healthy and still rolling. And what does that tell you about the product on the field? They're still rolling. I mean, if they're rolling, can we say that the Padres are rolling? They got 90 wins. I mean, you got 3 teams in the division with 90 wins. I mean, that's pretty good, 90 wins. But here's the thing with them rolling during the regular season, beating up the Rockies or the Giants or the Miami. So you're going to go into playoffs, and who they're playing here? Who's going to be the wild card? Who they got? Arizona, right? They'll get the worst wild card. Arizona or Atlanta? And I'm not really that high in Arizona. I can't believe they're still fighting. I'll take the Braves over the Dodgers. I take the Phillies over the Dodgers, Padres over the Dodgers. I'll take it. I mean, the Brewers are, I think, the worst team. I think they say the Mets play San Diego, right? Because that's the wild. Oh, Dodgers have a bye, right? The 1 seed has a bye. So it'll be Padres, Mets, right? Because they're the 2. You never mentioned all the pitching injuries. I never mentioned the pitching injuries? What do you? I run down the pitching injuries because I mentioned this at the beginning of the year for their team. Team Money. What are you talking about here? I mean, this is going back. I said to start the season with the Dodgers. I said it's Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman, 3 MVP guys. Whoop-de-doo. I said, can we look at the pitching staff, please? Because you had Yamamoto, who no one saw pitch ever. Bueller coming back from Tommy John surgery. His second Tommy John, and he's 30. Kershaw, who's 40. And then what? Stone, Sheehan, May, Gosselin, all 5 inning guys, all 5 inning cats. You're bringing Glass now. a guy who's never pitched more than 120 innings. Who else is out for this team? Gosselin out, Sheehan out, May gone, Kershaw, Glass now, Stone. I mean, this is a problem when you have a bunch of players who pitch 5 innings in your bullpen. Can we go to the bullpen innings on these guys? Innings pitched. I mean, we know we like Flannery. We like him in St. Louis if he's healthy. Tigers if he's healthy. He's healthy now. He pitches like an ace. The guy was a first-round draft pick. Stone, Glass down 140. I mean, look at this. 75 innings. Kopech 66. Vesla 65. Knack out of the bullpen spot start guy 65 innings. Hudson 60 innings. Everybody's just got a bunch of innings on their roster here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 starting pitchers so far. Dodgers might score 20 against the Rockies. No. North Carolina money line. Keep the points. Mac Brown in the bounce back spot after giving up 70. 70 is an ugly one. Money line Markel's out of here. Take it easy. Michael B says, thoughts on BYU and Baylor? I kind of want to take Baylor -3. I know this game has come down. The BYU huge win. Baylor just got Cordell Stewart last game. Yeah, that's a crazy. I mean, but you know what? Do you want to really bet on a team like that? You want to bet on a team like that? That should have been a win for them. That head coach needed that win. What do I have? Any notes on this game? I have nothing on this game. Not a thing. Not a thing for BYU. Baylor. Right? Let me just double check one last time. Yeah. No opinion. Rain all weekend in Indiana. I'll definitely look at the sack props next Howard game. Watch some other guys on Pitt. My God, the left tackle's off. The offensive line is bad. You got 2 rookies on the offensive line, and guys are getting old. It's not a good – there's no running game. As much as the Giants rushed for 26 yards, the Cowboys rushed, what, 50? I mean, Dowdle had 40, barely got over his 40 and a half. Zeke Elliott. I mean, I could play. I could come in and sub for Zeke. I can do what Zeke Elliott does. I might do a little better because they'd be like, oh, hold on. Give this guy a little head start. Let's see if we can really hurt him and get him running a little bit. I wish Colts had an outdoor stadium. Played in dome is wild. Yeah, football should be outside. But it's multi-use. Get the Final Four up there. JK says, stay with my Yankees, but Indians might be the team to beat. Indians got the best bullpen. Best bullpen. Nobody give him a shot. Jose Ramirez is on the Yankees. He's MVP talk. He's in Cleveland. Nobody cares. JK, yes. Cleveland, team to beat. Nobody give him a shot. It's the Astros because they've just win all the time, right? They're used to it. We've been here. Let's go, right? Time to go. The Yankees because of Judge and Soto. No one talks about Cleveland. Their closer's ridiculous. Should be getting Cy Young votes. Scoob had a great season. I get it. Good bullpen. Lineup's halfway decent. Pitchers they're what everybody else's pitchers are, with the exception of Scoob. They're not a bad team. I've never been to a football game in the snow. I see this Buffalo game where it's like 20 degrees, looking like a blizzard. Yeah, I couldn't do a crazy snow. I've done a Jet playoff game. It was cold in January. I've done rain in Philly Cowboys in like steady rain in September, October. Football's not fun. I agree, Sean. Don't worry about that. I do worry about the Dodgers pitching. The Phillies and Padres could take advantage. With the Braves, Mets, Brewers, I don't worry too much about. Beat the Dodgers in a 5-7 game series. If the Braves are starting to hit like they have been of late, right? They're hitting the ball a little bit now, Atlanta. Let's pull this up just so I know I'm not talking out of my butt. 5563 157 502 10 6 1 12 0.45. I mean, they've been hitting a little bit now. Right? They're still 30 games over to the under. They're an under team by 30 games. By 32 games, they're an under team, is what I'm trying to say. But of late, they're playing a little better, hitting the ball. And the pitching's been there all year. So I think that you should be worried about the Braves. I'm pretty sure the Braves beat you 1 year, too. By the way, you forgot about that one. Milani betting Ohtani get a ribby and not thinking about it. I agree. 60-60's in sight. Right? Can he hit 7 homers and steal 4 bases in Colorado? Maybe. It's actually I don't know about fun in the snow. I mean, the snow's all right. I don't consider snow me getting wet in the snow. It's cool, yes, but it's not like rain, like wet rain. I don't want to be sitting out there. If you bought bet Ohtani and Judge Ribby the past month, you would be up good. Absolutely. That's why I'd like Cleveland, but they're just a better version of your Mariners. But here's the thing. In the playoffs, I think people forget, someone's not going to just throw to Judge and Soto all game. They're going to pitch around them and say, all right, let's see Jazz beat us or Verdugo beat us or Stanton or Ben Rice or whoever the heck's batting after him. The Yankees should take a page out of the Dodger playbook. Ohtani, Betts, Freeman. Let your 3 guys all go in a row. Let them lead off. You don't give them a free out with Volpe or whoever the heck's leading off. Out number 1, Soto walks, Judge walks, and you get a double play ball. Put them all in a row. That Judge leadoff. What are you going to do? You're going to walk Judge to face Soto? Maybe you do that because Soto will draw a walk. He'll take a walk. So now you got 2 on, nobody out. With who coming up? Verdugo, Rizzo, LeMahieu. I hope the Yankees get swept. Well, Mr. Numbers will be crying. I don't know. I go to South Lake Tahoe a few times a year when it's snowing. I really don't like leaving a casino. I'm against any weather below 60. Oh, you're a Cali guy. I mean, you get rain up there. Come on. Snow at Paycor Stadium was nice. I miss the snow. Snow is nice. Michael, go have a good day. King D says, I understand. 60s, nice weather. Best cold weather game, G-Man versus Pats last regular season game of Pats undefeated season set at the Giants Stadium. Best crowd might have been the best game I saw live. I remember that was a wild one too. That score got into like the 70s. Wasn't it like a 30-something game? I'm just saying. Cole is rounding into form. Gill has exceeded expectations. Rodon had a nice year. Are you sold on this lineup versus another playoff team? Are you sold on it? Is this team winning the World Series? I know teams have flaws. I don't think the Yankees are the best team in the American League. They're the best player? Okay. How'd that work out for Mike Trout and the Angels? I'm with you, Sean. It should be Soto, Judge, and Stanton. Stanton started to pound the ball. Rest of the line is suspect. Yeah, Stanton had a good year. I mean, listen, 235, 240. In today's league, he's awesome because he's hitting 30 homers. The guy's a Hall of Famer, right? I mean, the guy put him on Mount Rushmore. But come on. It hurts. It hits your Howard team money. King D, have a good one. Bullpen troubles. Yes. They definitely got bullpen problems. You know who doesn't? Cleveland. That's why we're laying 120 with them today. Mets run line plus 145. Giants run line plus 170. College football tonight. The Miami Hurricanes over 54.5. Tomorrow, Nebraska minus 10. Texas 9.5. Texas Tech over 50.5. Arizona plus 11. NFL Sunday. Colts money line. Bucks under 43. Arizona over 50. There you go. Plays for the weekend. Teaser Tuesday, Miami minus 9, Michigan pick'em, Alabama plus 9. Be on the lookout. Either a late night money show tonight or a early midday money tomorrow, because I have some electrical work being done to the house. So power might be off. See how it goes. But that's it for right now. Twitter, follow Mr. Sean Higgs. I'll tweet out the live show link for Mark Lawrence and Victor King in about 15 minutes. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.